Hi guys, so I'm going to talk a bit about click-through rate manipulation and using micro workers to be able to sort that out. So obviously you can see I'm logged into the back end of micro workers, and through here we can see all of the different jobs that people are doing, whether that's surveys, testing, social media promotion, question and answers and comments, all of that stuff. You can use micro workers to send real people who will get paid, whether it's 20 pence or 20 cents, wherever you're based, will get sent to a particular website to be able to perform that action. And a lot of people use micro workers for what is known as click-through rate manipulation. Obviously, any web page, any video, or anything that has engagement is getting a lot of benefit from the search engines. And obviously engagement signals, time on website, click-through rate, all of that stuff is going to give positive a good vibe about that particular page, and micro workers is one way of doing that. Now I will have a couple of other videos below that talk about a few other click-through rate manipulation techniques, but micro workers in itself, you can see here, and we can see here there is a gig here. You can basically see what other people are doing, and the campaign here is clearly to search, browse, engage and screenshot, because what you do is you do get proof from the person that they've actually performed that action. So literally we click on it and it should open up showing us their exact campaign and what is expected. So we can see here that you can accept the job if you're from any of these countries. Search and engage, so search Google for best knee bracing for running, find the best result from the website, blah 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 blah. It will be in page 1 to 3, most likely top of page 1. Click on the result from there, browse the article, engage with it, click on different things, jump to another page on runnerclick.com and engage with it. You've then got to send a screenshot of the listing in Google and what you search for. And that is, you obviously for here, they also want you to complete an admission test to be able to do that. So you can actually weed out the kind of crap micro workers that are on here and make people perform tasks. You can also make people come from different countries. You can basically do a whole lot of different stuff. Now, loads of people out there will tell you that micro workers, they didn't have much traction from it or whatever. And I think that comes down to the template you use when you're looking to put a job out. And you'll be able to see here, these are the templates that I use, which I'll show you in just a second. I'm not sure why it's going so slow. So we're going to clone it, and you'll be able to see here, this is my task instructions. Perform a search, put in the search term, and all of that kind of stuff. And obviously what I want is for the people to watch the video, click on it or whatever, and the proof I want is their YouTube username, a copy of their comment, the search term and all that kind of stuff, and the URL of the video they watched. And that allows me to be able to determine whether these people are actually doing the click-through rate or not. Now, obviously having the right template is really important. Obviously these campaigns, if I put these up here, you'll be able to see that I do a lot of campaigns on here, and you can rate the task. You've obviously got to go in and rate the task and all that kind of stuff, but you don't need to spend an arm and a leg on it to be able to get that click-through rate going on. And there's hundreds of jobs on here, and it's very simple and easy to set up. So if you want to drive traffic to a web page, simply come on here. You can see the best performing jobs on here, and you can take their template, and that's what you would be requesting from the micro workers, screenshots and everything else, and obviously the actions that these people are taking. There's no point in reinventing the wheel. See what is working for other people and then implement it. And that is one way of getting micro workers to work really well for you from a click-through rate manipulation type of thing. Now, is using micro workers the only thing we want to use? Absolutely not. We want to drive real traffic. We want to use other stuff. So these will come in other videos. But as I say, micro workers is a great starting point. Really simple and easy to set up. Simply deposit, put your money in, and go in and start a campaign. The only thing I would say is make sure that you do look at what other people's job descriptions are and make sure you either equal that or better them. And also bear in mind, you can select people country specific if that's something you're trying to obviously force traffic from, you know, specific countries or whatever. You can force that to happen as well by selecting the right options. And I'll just go back actually to create a campaign here, creating a basic campaign. So you can basically select all these kind of countries, select what the category for the campaign is, and then at the bottom you can put in how many positions you want to give, what the worker will earn, and you can, you know, what the worker will earn will determine on the campaign. You can increase that, but there's obviously a bare minimum of what they earn per action. You can't just go in there and throw, you know, 10 pence about or whatever. So make sure that you go in, make sure that you're selecting the right campaign targeting, and make sure that you use the right template in terms of job description, and you will be able to get those clicks at a reasonable cost from micro workers.